toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to the banks of the Raritan of Piscataway, New Jersey, SHI Stadium, home to the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Scarlet Knights will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So the Penn State Nittany Lions offense will get the ball first. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names. You know, brand versus brand. Big-time baller versus big-time baller. Trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
They stop him cold. Maybe gets a yard to the 34. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. The 7th play of this opening drive, they'll need to move the chains on 3rd and short. They'll try to power their way ahead.
And you got to do a better job up front right there. That run was doomed from the get-go. Nowhere to go. The back gets hit as soon as he gets the football. Hard to succeed as a running back when you get the ball and you get clogged.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Makes the grab. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Fires to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Law. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The completion short of the sticks. It's 2nd down. Motion from the wideout. They'll go to the ground. Oh, he's got a chance. Breaks into the open. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up. The Nittany Lions pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Out of the gun. The running back has it. Headed to the end zone. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. And the Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and goal. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They want to run this quarterback. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
And that's why this offense is so hard to stop, guys. This quarterback can hurt you throwing it and running it. With his speed, he can make people look silly. And you saw it right there on the opening drive of the game. What a beautiful touchdown run.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Scarlet Knights offense will get the ball for the 1st time. across to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Whitaker. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback,
it's a fumble on the play. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Great job by the defense here, forcing the fumble on the wide receiver. Look, understanding the ball came out quick. I got to break, get Hats to the football, secure the tackle, try to get that football out. Nice.
There he goes. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
the defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Leaves it with the running back. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. All they need is a field goal to make it a 2-score game, but they are going for the jugular and the touchdown here on 4th and goal. He is denied, stopped just short of the goal line, pushed his way to the 1 and could go no further, and they'll turn it over on downs. The Scarlet Knights are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Looking to throw for it. Here's a heat. He's going to take off. Powers through the defender. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
And on the 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
Off the play fake. Got it behind the line. It's Linderbaum. At midfield, he's got room. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. And the Scarlet Knights want to crank the tempo. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Makes the grab. Oh, he's got some space. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Scarlet Knights can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The inside handoff. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Trying to pick it up on the ground. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be 1st and goal from the 8. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Scarlet Knights have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Here we go. Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. He'll line it up from 34 yards out. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. He'll line it up from 34 yards out. Absolutely perfect. That'll bring him to within 4. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Texas is currently ahead early in this one in DKR. They just haven't been able to separate themselves offensively. They are up by 7 over Tennessee. We'll keep an eye on things.
Turning it on! And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. The Nittany Lions with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Works his way to the 38 after gaining 5.
Man, they have got a weapon in this offense right there at running back. This dude is tremendous. And you think about Franco Harris, you think about Kajana Carter, Curtis Enos, Saquon Barkley, time and time again. Penn State running backs wearing defenses down. This guy is a problem, and this defense better find a way to slow him down.
Right. 2nd quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some 1st downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get there.
Always a welcome play from the defense as they get a sack at the 47. The Nittany Lions with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Throws for the tight end. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack 1st down, just thrown an incompletion. So 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. The Nittany Lions will line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. Be interesting to see what happens here on the 2nd drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
Looking for space. It's Linderbaum. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. The Scarlet Knights want to move quickly. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their 1st of the half. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Grabbed behind the line. It's Whitaker. And there's going to be a loss on that play. Just run out of bounds and avoiding the contact. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They think there's room to run to the right here. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Fires to the tight end. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Scarlet Knights have it with a 1st and 10. The give to the back. Can't get him to the ground. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Went with the running game on 1st down, now back at it.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to...
He'll take a shot. Oh, man, he almost picked that one off in the end zone. Instead, it'll be 3rd down.
Man, you've given up this drive, and they've come down the field, and you had such an opportunity to get the pick and close the door and shut down the drive and not give up points. That's a big missed opportunity for this defense.
And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. The Scarlet Knights will send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Going to the ground. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Bloomberg. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. The Nittany Lions come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the 1st down. They have it at the 36.
And they may have caught the defense snapping there a little bit, David, maybe expecting pass on that 3rd down, but because of the back's effort now, fresh set of downs.
And it's so nice to have a guy that you can give the football on these 3rd down situations and feel confident you're going to continue to move the sticks.
Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. They'll try it over the left side. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Intercepted for the 11th time. He'll try to take it back. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. And the Scarlet Knights come to the line in the hurry-up. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything, get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Defense might bring the house here. Unleashes to the end zone. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on 1st down and just about turned the thing over. So now it's 2nd and long. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Hauls it in. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Into the end zone. He caught it. And he was thinking 6, but that D knocks him down at the 2. The Scarlet Knights trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Trying to bully their way in. And he'll be stopped for no gain. Still sitting at the 3-yard line. Got nothing last time. Now 2nd and goal from the 3. Tries again to get it in. going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
And the extra point gives them a 3-point lead at 10-7. So that drive covered 40 yards and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. Looking to throw on first down. The screen, and watch out. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
He's going to fire deep. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Wide receiver going in motion. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. And the Nittany Lions will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Makes the grab on the left. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. See what they dial up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Whitaker. Good pickup, but a little bit short of the sticks. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Scarlet Knights can really attack on this second and short. Fires to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The defense trying to get a stop on third down from the 44. He'll pull it on the read. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. The Scarlet Knights have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back has it. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Second down, they'll go to the air. Bring in the heat. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it. And it's third down, but they're taking no chances. They'll send the field goal unit out before halftime. The kicker will try to punch one through from 41 yards away. It's good. Easy call for the refs. The lead now 6 here in the second.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Just enough time for one final play in this half. He leaves it with the back. And after that short gain, they'll head to the locker room. It's halftime here. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great scene there today in Piscataway. And if you thought that was a quick first half, you'd be right on the money. 2 workhorse running backs who just kept pounding the rock behind offensive lines who look less like college kids and more like bulldozers. Call it ground and pound, call it pin and pummel. Both sides have been dominant, and I'm curious to see if either defense can make an adjustment.
Going to the run to start this second half. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. With the catch, it's Whitaker. He gets across the 25, steered out of bounds at the 26. And the Scarlet Knights will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Signals for the fair catch and hauls it in just shy of the 30. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. He'll start this drive going to the air. Scrambling away. He'll pull it down and run. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And after a successful run like that on 1st down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on 2nd, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on 3rd.
Yeah, this is simple pitch and catch. Quarterback and wide receiver have done this 4 million times in the offseason. He catches, waits for him to take a couple steps, boom, fires it right on his chest. They can complete this probably with their eyes closed. They've ran this route so many times together.
Motion from the wide receiver. Back to pass on 2nd down. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better.
Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll move the wide receiver. He wants to throw it again. They're working that left side. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Breaks into the open. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Penn State!
How about that drive they just put together to tie this football game up? That is exactly what we talked about in the half. Like, coaches circled them up. First drive, set the tone, tie this ball game up. That is great execution out of halftime.
Yeah, David, it looked like they really had a good plan, too. Obviously made some adjustments there at halftime, things that they would come out and try to attack this defense with, and it looks like they found something here, and that is a perfect way to start the second half. Now an opportunity here to take the lead.
Trying to start the drive with a pass. They've got the screen set up. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, this is a big moment for this offense, too, because you want to capitalize off getting the turnover, right? You just threw an incompletion. Now you got a big down coming up. You've got to find a way to make a play here so that you can generate points and capitalize off of the opponent's mistake.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Pressure coming. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down. The Scarlet Knights will punt it away on 4th down. They'll look to pin them deep. Makes the catch at the 35. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in this sweet return there. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Makes the catch. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Finds a man on the left. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And they take it in for 6 more points.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Here's the handoff. He's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Scarlet Knights racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
Gets it out quickly. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the 1st. Well done.
The Scarlet Knights are moving quickly down the field.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
And nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
2nd down, he'll throw it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. And the Scarlet Knights come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Quick completion on the out. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. Now from inside the red zone. Pocket breaking down. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
Yeah, this offense might want to think about moving the launch point for this QB because if you take hits like that from the pocket, it's really tough to complete passes.
Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Under fire. Just gets rid of it before the heat.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions. You've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz. Because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
Got it in the middle, it's Smith. They wrestle him down at the 16-yard line. A 3rd down stop. Now to see what they do on 4th down. And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. That'll cut this lead down to 5. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, rivalry game in the SEC. Of course, that's almost redundant in that league, but check this out. Georgia was like a 65-man mute button. They went on the road and silenced one of the most vocal crowds in football. And it's clear this Dogs team has adopted the mantra, let your play do the talking. Sure happened today. An SEC clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. On the move and looking deep. He's picked off and he's thrown a dozen of them. Running through contact. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to thread the field position with the return.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Scarlet Knights are in the hurry-up.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Here comes the heat. Had to throw it before he wanted. That one falls out of bounds, incomplete.
Yeah, it fell incomplete because he did a great job of getting to the quarterback. He's in the pocket, yeah, he's comfortable, but you get in there and you get a hit on him. Now he feels it, can't throw the football, can't follow through with his arm motion. Nice job by the defense.
On third down, he drops to throw. Finds a man in the middle. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at fourth and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And this one is perfect. That slices the lead to 2. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Handoff to the lone back. There he goes. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. Motion from the wideout. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. A confident, tough, efficient run. Gets it up to the 44.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45. We've reached a break, and Penn State is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. To the air on first down. Throws to the wideout. Complete downfield. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. The Nittany Lions getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. The quick out. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the fourth quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball, and because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. So this offense has the lead. They have the ball. They have the clock on their side and a chance for touchdown, Penn State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
28, Rutgers, 19.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see some of the offense talk about getting yards, and
they get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. And the Scarlet Knights have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Finds his man. It's Whitaker. To the 43-yard line, and a first down for this offense. The Scarlet Knights in the hurry-up.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's the big-time moment. In the fourth quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Got it in the middle. It's Whitaker. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking down the middle. Got his man. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. And the Scarlet Knights are moving quickly down the field. Used the play fake, now to throw. Got his man to the left. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Oh, they're after him! Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Right down the boulevard. That'll pull them back to within 6.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He's chased out of bounds, but he takes that return across the 50 to the 48. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little...
He's loose. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. With that score, it looks as if this bunch is about to go 6-1.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
Here comes the offense onto the field again. Off play action on 1st down. quickly to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. The Scarlet Knights moving quickly to the line.
And in this situation late when you need 2 touchdowns to win the game, everything's going to have to be downfield. So I like the idea in this 2-minute drive, throwing it that way. Let's keep it going, keep our pedal to the metal here.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And the Scarlet Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver comes in motion. Trying play action. Got a man, it's Sims. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now inside 4 minutes to go here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Rush is on him. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier. Looking deep down the right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. This offense has it with really good field position. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. This quarterback part of their running game. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. Here comes the field goal unit. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And that will extend their lead even further. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative, use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
Going right to work up top. Throws to the tight end. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there. Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Finds the tight end.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You've got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
And this is why coaches get paid the big bucks. Tough decision on your own side of the field. 4th quarter, I'm trailing. Is it go time now, or do I trust my defense?
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Unloads to the wideout. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Smith takes the handoff. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. Skips away from pressure. Shakes off the defender. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious. They've got it down to the 32. 1st and 10 coming. They'll leave it with him. Oh, he's got some space. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. Wants to go up top. Here's the pressure. Trying to make magic with his feet. He saw just enough daylight to move the sticks and get it done with his legs. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. They'll throw it from the red zone. Unleashes one deep. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Leaves it with the back. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. DB's right up on the receivers. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, we've got a chance at a finish.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, a nice job by this offense, continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And he made the extra point without problem.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.